Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is cryptocurrencies. And by the way, guys, Crypto Siege means the siege of cryptocurrency. Have you got yours? Have you got some crypto, guys? I hope you got some today, this week, last week, this month. I hope you grabbed some of that crypto. I wanted to shoot a quick video for you guys about it's a really pretty funny thing. I was watching my dude backup Brad. He's excellent, Brad Kimes. He's excellent. He does a lot of streams nowadays, and he had got some information from a Twitter guy. The same Twitter guy, interestingly enough, that Love for Crypto did a shout out about 2 or 3 videos ago. Mr. B, and it, like he has Mr. B, and then some numbers like 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. But Love for Crypto gave this same guy a shout out, and he went to find his name on Twitter because he said Love for Crypto said that this guy sends him a lot of great information and content that Love for Crypto uses and begins to they use it to kind of get their thought processes and stuff together to put on their channel. And then backup Brad Kimes had this guy on his stream, and kind of the same thing. Brad was saying that Mr. B has some very valuable insight, but one of the topics, and Brad Kimes uses that, and he shares it with Brad. But one of the topics on Brad's video was about liquidity. Get Miguel Diaz in liquidity video, and one of the things that he mentioned was this idea that X pool and what Ripple is doing with the X pool is really, in freeing up the Nostra Vostra accounts, was really about the decentralization of the banking system. Now think about that, guys. And I thought to myself, I remember, I'm gonna when I get to a safe place here and I'm not driving, I'm gonna go back to my videos, because I did a video on this idea months ago, maybe 2 months ago. The title of the video was, again, it said something, at least the thumbnail said something about Inside Man, and it was, again, and I mentioned this again probably for the 34th time. It was with Denzel Washington, and gosh, I can't not remember the other guy who also starred in that movie. But it was about bank robbers, robbing the plot was about them robbing the bank, and it led you to believe that the whole idea of the story, or the whole plot of that movie was about. It's called I thought it was either Inside Man or Inside Job. I think it was called Inside Man with Denzel Washington. But it led you to believe that they were there to rob the bank. And again, I pointed this out in the video that I did, is that it looked like in the movie, everything points to that their whole goal and mission is to rob that bank, right? And the reality of it was about exposure. The reality is about making some ill wrong and trying to right it. And so in other words, exposure, making the reality transparent of what was really going on with the bank, making the reality of what was going on with that bank transparent. And I said, what if that is ultimately the goal for Ripple with XRP? This is what I said in that video. What if that's the goal? And I brought out, I went to Wikipedia and I checked out, Fugger, Mr. Fugger, the original person for XRP and the creation of XRP, and what he said it was about. I can't remember what it is now, but definitely go check out that video if you see it. I'm gonna, when I get home, when I get to a safe place, I'm gonna bring up that video again and show you guys where I did it. But what if the whole idea behind it really is, to make the system more transparent? This is what I said in my other video. And I thought it was very interesting. Brad mentioned a comment that I believe Brad Garlinghouse actually said was, revolution begins from within. And what I did in that video is I said, what if XRP is really about exposing the banking system or changing the banking system from within? And again, that was a couple months ago. Hadn't heard that Brad quote, didn't know Brad had said that. And I truly believe, and so Brad was saying it today, 3 days ago, he did this video, that Mr. B was giving him some information from Twitter about essentially the same idea, the decentralization of the banks. Right? And in my video that I did a couple months ago, I said that, we haven't forgotten what happened in 2008. We haven't forgotten about the bailouts. We haven't forgotten. So what makes you think that the people from Ripple have forgotten? And so maybe the whole goal ultimately is the exposure, if you will, of the inefficiencies and the what's the word I want to say? The wrongs that are in the ills that are within the banking system. What if XRP and Ripple was to expose that? And one of those, just think about it. The idea of these nostro-bostro accounts has created this massive illiquidity issue. And you just tie all those things together. You can call it decentralization of the banking system. But again, I did that video to talk about what if the idea, the ultimate goal really was to make changes from within the banking system. And I heard this video today or a couple of days ago from backup Brad Kimes about the decentralization of the banking system. It's the same idea, it's the same concept. And I remember when I did that video a couple months ago, I got some interesting comments, and one of the persons said I thought was really interesting. You're watching too many movies. But it was the idea of them making a change from within. And to not, on the surface, it looks like it's some other thing that Ripple and XRP is doing. It looks like it's some other thing. But the reality is, it's making changes from within the system. And backup Brad Kimes said something about what happened with Bitcoin and the people behind Bitcoin is they tried to do it from outside the walls of the castle and tried to go to the peer-to-peer way or route through individual people rather than and XRP said and Ripple said no, we're going to go inside the banking system and make changes from within. And this is what I stated in that video that I did a couple months ago. If you want to go to my you can check out the channel, go to the videos. The thumbnail will be it'll have Inside Man from that movie with Denzel Washington, and I forget the other guy's name. Oh my gosh, who was the main character in that video, in that movie? But I think I said XRP is the title of it. XRP, are they really helping the banks? Something like that. It might have been the title of that video. But just some food for thought, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments, for sure. Very, very interesting video. It was actually a stream from Brad Kimes. I think it was titled Miguel Diaz liquidity, with a bunch of exclamation points. It was an hour stream, but it was 3 interesting topics that he talked about. But again, I just want to kind of point out, guys, that I did that video a couple of months ago about the idea that what Ripple and XRP was really doing was something from within. Something from within. In other words, exposing, taking care of, making very transparent, removing the ills that are, in fact, in the banking system. And one of them happens to be the nostro-bostro accounts, and the fact that has created a massive illiquidity issue. So it's the idea behind it is, are they really helping the banks? Or are they really helping us by working from within and getting rid of, maybe not all, but some of the challenges that are inherently current in that banking system. Anyway, guys, when I get to a safe place, I'll bring that video up and I'll talk about that some more. I just wanted to shoot a really quick video here and say, hey, what is going on? I would love to hear what you guys think about that. Love to hear your thoughts about that situation for sure. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of let you know to go check out that video if you get a chance. And again, when I get to a safe spot, I will. I'll bring that video up again and do another quick video on that. So guys, never ever forget this. Old money doesn't want you to win. Brad Kime said that. Interestingly enough, he said that in that video as well. Something along those lines. All right, old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. The committee out there called doesn't want you to win. They want us to remain a cog in the wheel, in the perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. Never ever playing in the same field that they play in, where they allow their money to work for us, to work for them. Right? They play in a field where they let their money work for them. We have a chance to play in that same field. And this idea that is perpetuated, that you and I have to be on this grind of trading our time for dollars to make it, is lunacy. It's lunacy. So never forget it, guys. Old money doesn't want you to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? This is our time, guys. This is our time. Are you participating? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.